We're very privileged here on Citizen Television to be speaking with Australia's Assistant Minister for Foreign Affairs and Trade and also the Assistant Minister for Immigration, and that is Matt Thistlethwaite. Thank you so much for being with us and welcome to Kenya.
Great to meet you, Yvonne.
Good. I hear you're a runner.
I am not a bad runner, but certainly not as fast as the Kenyans that I ran with. And this is just an awesome highlight for me, and highlights just how great Kenyans are in the sport of marathon. But we met the Commonwealth Games sprint champion this morning and got the opportunity to have a run. It was just an awesome highlight of this trip.
I hear you outpaced him. Is that true?
He's a sprinter, so we went for a 5K run, so that's not unusual, but just an awesome opportunity to meet some wonderful Kenyans who are on the international stage and who I'm big fans of, and most Australians know as well. And recently we had the Sydney Marathon in Australia. It's now a major, and there were plenty of Kenyans in the top 20 in both the male and the female, and Australians have an affection for Kenyans, particularly Kipchoge, who was a superstar at the Sydney Marathon.
That's right. Welcome to the land of world-class runners. We are happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
Good. So you are here, of course, because Australia and Kenya are marking 60 years of friendship, of collaboration, of partnership. Give us some of your reflections on this special anniversary.
It's an important relationship for both Kenya and Australia, and it's an enduring one that our government wants to grow and foster, and we want to strengthen the people-to-people links, the industry and trade opportunities, and importantly the sporting links, through greater investment in both of our nations, and we're here to discuss that over this period and to try and see how we can foster that cooperation and strengthen that relationship between our two great nations.
And you've spoken to some key senior Kenyan government officials. Could you talk to us about your plans for this bilateral relationship?
Yeah, I've had meetings with the Minerals Minister, the Chief Cabinet Secretary, and that was an opportunity for us to discuss the importance of the relationship, to discuss the opportunities, particularly in the resources sector. The Mining Minister came to Australia for Africa Down Under and got the opportunity to visit some of our resources projects, and we're keen from the Australian perspective to see more Australian companies share that expertise that we have in the resources sector with businesses here in Kenya, so that Kenyan businesses can grow their industrial base, can grow their expertise in the resources sector, and that we can partner, and both of our nations can benefit from that relationship. Yeah,
let's talk about economic partnership now. So two-way trade between both our nations, that's Australia and Kenya, is now surpassing what, $1 billion. That's huge. What are some of the key areas that have gotten it to this level, and what more opportunities do you see?
I think in resources there's huge opportunities, so a lot of that investment will be in, and trade will be in resources. In agriculture, Kenyan businesses supply fresh flowers into the Australian market, and there's great opportunities for that to grow. We're partnering around climate change initiatives to protect both of our agricultural sectors, and of course people-to-people links. There's about 8,000 Kenyans who are studying in Australia, and we welcome that. There's about 27,000 Australians who tour Kenya every year. And they're the people-to-people links that we think we can grow for the benefit of both our economies and our nations.
Yes, because many Kenyans perhaps would know Australia for the education opportunities. There's quite a bit of that between both nations.
Yeah, that's right. About 8,000 Kenyans are studying in Australia in a host of different occupations and skills. Many of them will go on to work in Australia, and we welcome that, but importantly many of them will come back to Kenya with that educational foundation, those new skills, and make a contribution to the Kenyan economy. I had a breakfast meeting with some representatives of some of the Australian universities that have partnerships here, with Nairobi University, RMIT, Curtin, Edith Cowan. They've all got partnerships here in Kenya, and that's aimed at strengthening that educational relationship so that both of our nation's young people can benefit from those educational opportunities.
Yeah, we also have some shared challenges in the Indian Ocean region. Could you speak to us about that and how you see the bilateral relationship being used as a tool to solve some of these challenges?
Yeah, the Chief Cabinet Secretary and I discussed that this morning. Obviously, peace and security in the Indian Ocean is something both our nations have a vested interest in. And as a democratic nation that follows the rules-based order, Kenya is a nation that Australia is keen to work with. And we've recently bolstered our defence forces through the acquisition of a new submarine fleet, a new surface vessel fleet, and much of that will be aimed at securing peace and stability in the Indian Ocean Rim, and we're keen to partner with the Kenyan military and Kenyan Defence Forces to maintain that peace and stability, which is vitally important to both of our economies and our people. This
is your first bilateral visit to Kenya. Do we hope to see more visits, if not by yourself, but by others as we continue to strengthen the 60-year ties between both countries?
We certainly will. I think the word that comes to mind for me is opportunity. The opportunity for Australia and Kenya to strengthen our relationship, the business opportunities that exist, the educational opportunities, and importantly, the people-to-people links. And it's been wonderful for me to be able to meet some Australian diaspora who are living and working here, backed up by our excellent High Commission staff who are doing wonderful work. And I've certainly got a great taste for Kenya now, and I'm sure I'll be back.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
I drink tea.
Okay. Both are good.
Yeah, both. Kenyan tea is very, very good. Very, very good.
I hope you get some tea.
I'm going to take some home to my wife. She loves her tea, and she's very discerning with her tea. So I'm sure she'll be loving some of the Kenyan tea I'm bringing home.
She can't get any better than Kenya.
That's right.
Sure. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, for speaking with us.
Pleasure, Yvonne. Thank you.
Appreciate your time. All right.